Happy New Year's, guys. Welcome back to the channel and our first video of 2025. I know that a lot of people have a lot of New Year's resolutions and are looking to save money. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about an awesome way you can save over $1,300.
Woo! That was a good one.
Yeah.
Great start.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting. You'll spend it and be broke again.
So yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome to 2025, Two Bros in a Budget. In this video, we're talking all about the 52-week challenge. But before we get into that, I'm your bro Ryan.
And I'm your bro Taylor.
So looking at this challenge, basically we're going to break up the year into the 52 weeks and we're going to have ourselves a little challenge. So starting off with week 1, we are going to save one whole singular dollar.
And from there, we're just going to kind of trend upwards. So week 2, you save $2. Week 3, $3. Week 4, $4.
What is week 5?
Yeah, buckle in.
$5.
We're about to go through all 52 weeks. But that just means by week 52, the last week of the year, you're going to save $52.
And to be clear, week 1, you save $1. Week 2, you save $2. So after week 2, you'll have 3 total dollars saved. You're not combining 1 and 1.
Yeah.
And then week 4 or 5, you're saving $5 for that week alone, and you're adding everything before that to it. And one of the best tips we could give you for that to make it easier is just save it in a separate savings account, or just if you have cash, put it in a jar or an envelope or anything like that. Keep it separate because it's going to be hard to remember. Oh, I was at this much, but I spent this, and then I added the dollar for this week. It'll be too much to keep up with.
Yeah.
Or in Excel, just keep that line item, and you can see it go up and say, I know I have this much, and we are 15 weeks into it. Okay, that adds up. However it is, just make sure it's easy to keep track of, and absolutely do not tap into it. Just keep building it. You want to build it as if you're building your emergency fund. The only exception should be if it's an emergency and you absolutely have to tap into it, because the whole reason we're building this up is so you have a little bit of savings, a little bit of cushion or padding. So if it comes along, sure, but don't save it to go to a restaurant. Don't save it just go to the movies or a date. This is something you want to save up for. And maybe at the end of the year, you do reward yourself with a trip, or you stuff it into that emergency savings account we always talk about to really help you out and ease that stress of life.
So to be exact, and you can see it all on screen because we have that chart, when you add it all up, in the end, you'll have $1,378 saved by the end of the year. Now, that's plenty of money to do a round trip, well, the flight to Europe and everything. So it can afford you so much, and very few people actually have $1,000 just lying around. So this can set you up for success. Yeah, so that's kind of all the challenge really is just incrementally saving more and more each week. Now there are variations of it. Say you wanted to do it in reverse because you expect near, December I have a lot of expenses because of the holidays and whatnot. You can do it in reverse and start with $52 and work your way down to $1 in the 52nd week. You still end up with the same total, or you could start with a higher number off the bat. Be like, oh, I want to save in increments of 5. So week 1, I'm saving $5. Week 2, I'm saving $10. By the end, you'll have a ton of money.
Yeah, and you could see trying to say, I want to save $1,500 for the year seems like a big feat. But if you just go and look at it and say, $52 is the most I'll have to save in 1 week, that's really not terrible. I just don't go out to eat that week, or I don't order DoorDash, or I cancel one subscription for the month, something along those lines. You can say $52 is the worst case scenario if you're following the challenge. Then you're like, oh, okay. And then in the end, you have $1,500 roughly. Then you're like, wow, okay, when I break it up like that, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of this challenge, to make it seem where it's much easier to achieve and actually make action easy. I need $1 to save. That's it. Okay, I only need $2. That's so much easier to accomplish. And that's what we want for you guys, to accomplish that goal.
So to prove to you guys that this is definitely an accomplishment that you can achieve, we're going to actually do this challenge ourselves individually and report back to you by the end of the year to see if we were able to stay true to the challenge, what the most challenging parts of it were, like, this week or something popped up and it made it a real challenge. We're going to report back to you guys. Hopefully, we can hear from you in the comments like, oh, so far so good and everything, and we'd love to hear that kind of thing. But we're just going to do it ourselves to show you guys that it can be accomplished.
And yeah, let us know in the comments if you plan to do this challenge, if this is something you've never thought of and you love this idea, or if you've already done this challenge, or send it to a friend that you think we can do it together, hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it at the same time, to hold each other accountable. Hey, it's week 15. This is how much I have saved. How much do you have saved? Cool, we're on the same goal. Or you're falling a little behind, man. Come on, pick it up. Let's not go out for a beer this time. Let's save that money. So work on it together, really make it happen. And as always, stay tuned for our next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting. You'll spend it and be broke again.